Okay. Stelly. Okay. Hello.
Hi, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, I hope people come back.
I do too. I feel so bad.
But we're pinning either way. So here we go.
Do you want to pick up Stell? I don't want her to get.
She's just
playing. Can I tell you guys something that's really not funny, but it is really funny? So hopefully the audio's better. Yeah, I can hear you. So the audio, I before starting this live stream was connected to my Bluetooth headphones that are sitting on our desk over there. And unknowing to me, when I set up this live stream, I had it set the audio going through the Bluetooth headphones that are sitting over there. So the reason you guys couldn't hear us was because the microphone was across the room and a headphone.
Yeah, so not only was it wasn't even coming through the laptop, it was coming through the...
I was like, we've had... Can you give her... I want her to chill out a little bit.
They're just quiet.
I know, but I feel like it's annoying.
Stella has a little bit of an attitude. I think she's going to turn out mostly French Bulldog. She is so loud.
You know what's funny?
She does everything loud.
I think we were really used to Oliver because Oliver was when we got him, he was just the most mellow, like calm puppy. He didn't ever do anything. But Stella is like the exact opposite, where she's a little psychopath. And she just likes to like run around and be crazy. I sing that song to her that's like, oh, you're cute, but a psycho. Every day.
She definitely is a psycho.
But she's very cute. And she's a very sweet girl.
So that's if you hear her assaulting her brother.
Somebody said, it's okay. I liked the bad audio. It was authentic. Well, it was headphones. And I'm so sorry to everyone.
Girl YouTuber stuff, guys.
Charles read this comment that made me laugh so hard that was like, I love you guys, but nobody's going to watch this playback because the audio is so bad. Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
All right. I got to wait for mine to dry. Here's my first coat.
I can't believe I've made it to 2.
Can we guess what it's going to be yet?
I have no idea. Wait, I should have drawn like Stella and you should have drawn Oliver.
Well, don't give away what I'm drawing.
Well, I think they could tell.
I'll put a little Stella next to it. Miss Stella, chill out.
I wish I had a dog to dress them up. Honestly, that video for Oliver was so much fun. Like, I had an absolute blast buying the costumes. I had a really good time. I probably spent too much money, but I really love him, and I wanted him to have the best Halloween of all time.
He surprisingly didn't mind the costumes too much, which was nice. All right, we'll let that dry. I added a little Stella.
I have 2. My dogs refuse to wear clothes. Yeah. Oliver's pretty chill. He doesn't really care. He's just a little boy. Happy Halloween, Smokey fam.
Amanda O'Neill says, what's your favorite Halloween movie? What is your favorite Halloween movie?
Twitches. The Disney Channel classic, Twitches. That movie slapped. It was such a good movie. I'm a 10 out of 10 Twitches fan.
I don't know if this counts as a Halloween movie, but my favorite horror movie, I don't do horror movies too much. My favorite one, I think, was the first Saw movie. It was really good.
I haven't seen those, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't seen most, like, scary movies. I'm not a scary movie person. I'm not a spooky person, really. Like, I kind of am, but not particularly. I watched, what's that one that's so fan?
I have no idea what Twitches is.
I watched, you didn't grow up watching Disney Channel and it really shows. I watched Hocus Pocus, like, all the way through for the first time when I was in Albany. That movie is so sad. It's so sad. I'd seen like bits and pieces of Hocus Pocus, obviously, because it's such a famous movie, but I'd never like sat down and watched the whole thing. And I was like, the ending, wait, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but.
Can I expose myself for a second here?
No.
The scariest movie,
What?
Stop.
Oh no. Are you joking? Cancel.
Did we pause the stream?
No. We're fine.
Our chat stopped.
No, it didn't. It's fine. I got paint all over my overalls.
That's what
my
they're for.
Brand new
That's
overalls. They got paint all over them.
So, the scariest movie that I've ever seen. Horror movies, I don't really watch them too much, but like only the jump scares get me. What does really get me is like mockumentaries.
Yes. Understandable.
So like the movie that screwed me up for life, like permanently, I still am afraid to this day, is The Fourth Kind, that alien movie where they had like the side-by-side footage with like the real footage and then Mila Jovovich next to it. Still screwed me up to this day. To this day, if I wake up anywhere near 3:33, it's like instant panic.
I do this thing where I wake up Charles at night unknowingly, like I just have nightmares and I'll yell and I'll wake him up. And I woke him up at 3:33 and he was so mad at me because he couldn't fall back asleep because he was scared because of that movie. Coraline, Coraline is the scariest. I remember reading that book when I was a kid and them talking about the button eyes, just like the visual of button eyes was so incredibly horrifying to me. I was not a fan. I still don't know what I'm painting. I just wanted to give myself a white base. I don't really know what I'm painting yet.
Somebody said, have you all seen Hereditary?
No.
No, it is. Very out of the loop on horror movies.
Wait, what's your name?
Is Coraline scary? I never found it.
It's not really, I don't think it's supposed to be scary, but it's just kind of creepy.
I had an ex who was really into like Tim Burton stuff, so I had to watch Tim Burton stuff all the time.
So you probably wouldn't think it was scary if you watched. Like, I always found Tim Burton stuff not to be scary, but it's just like spooky, you know? It's traumatizing. Then The Conjuring is not for you.
No, sweetie.
What's she doing?
Trying to get up on my desk.
Oh, she wants to play on the desk.
I would bring her in here. The problem is she doesn't sit still.
Well, bring her in and see if she'll sleep. Why does this keep happening? Maybe avoid saying S words.
Would Raw Beauty Christie's mockumentary of the Shane Dawson series count as a mockumentary?
Yes, absolutely. Paint the Smoky Glow logo. Sadly, I'm not that talented at all.
Emily Rose.
I watched that.
Is that the one? It ends in a church.
Yeah, I think so. I watched that when I was a kid.
And they're like on a farm, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was good. I remember.
The Exorcist ones don't really freak me out as bad, but
I'm just gonna hide these.
Let's see. I was afraid of Scary Movie. I was also afraid of the parody Scary Movies. I've never met somebody else who was afraid of those movies like I was.
Come on.
Wait, oh my God. I've never met somebody else who was afraid of those movies like I was.
I don't know if I've ever met anybody who was afraid of those
movies. I was so scared of those movies, especially when I was a kid, because I watched them when I was little, and I just never understood. I didn't understand that it was like supposed to be a joke. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't get it. What if I paint like a sunrise? Is that lame?
No. I mean, it's not very Halloween-y, though. Aren't you supposed to do something scary? Spooky? Spoopy.
I am the biggest wimp, so we watched Guardians of the Galaxy last night. That's a good one. The Evil Dead. You know what's so funny? I
have a new favorite Halloween movie. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. I was in a musical version of Evil Dead the Musical when I was 20 years old. I did a community theater show of Evil Dead the Musical, and I was Cheryl. And to this day, I have still never seen the Evil Dead the Musical or Evil Dead movies. Like, I've never seen the movies. I was just in the musical. And then it was a fun show. It was really fun.
The name is escaping me. But the zombie movie where they're stuck in the mall, I love that movie.
Zombieland?
No.
Because Zombieland's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Way before that.
You know that?
And, like, it's got the like doo-hop version of Down with the Sickness at the end.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's it called? Day of the Dead, one of those two. And it's where they're at a mall.
Like how if you had to like take 3 movies with you on a desert island, what would you pick? I had to do that basically when I went to Nepal because there was no way for me to have Wi-Fi to like watch movies. So I had 3 movies that I could fit on my iPad. So when I went to Nepal, one of the movies I took with me was Zombieland. Like, I love Zombieland, the movie. That was anything with what's his name? Woody
Harrelson?
Yeah, is that his name? Anything with Woody, I love. He's like one of my favorite people.
28 Days Later, great movie. I got Hannah to watch him and she hated him.
You know what movies messed me up?
28 weeks. You like 28 weeks there. You didn't like 28
You want to know what movies really messed me up, though? It was what's the one where the Statue of Liberty's head becomes flying down the street and it's a monster in New York City, but it's all via a camera. Cloverland. Those were good movies.
That wasn't.
Those are very good. Those, like, didn't really... Cloverfield. Those didn't really scare me because, like, They're not really scary, I guess, but it was just like a mind fuck. Stella Glow. What's funny is Oliver is so chill. He's not even phased by
Honestly,
her.
guys, he is such a good dog. He is so good with her. From the second she was in here, cuddling with her, playing with her, he's been so good.
She'll yip at him and he just ignores her. Like
And
he doesn't
she's so mean to him.
She's not mean.
She just like bites his face like crazy. And
she doesn't mean to.
He sits there and stares at her. Like,
she's just a little puppy. She doesn't
Final
really
Destination, yeah. That's
I can't watch Final Destination.
Hannah. If we're driving behind a truck that has anything in the bed, Hannah will switch lanes.
Immediately.
Could be bags of feathers.
Does everyone not do that? Because I feel like everybody does that, honestly.
Contagion. That was, which one was that?
Probably about like a pandemic, which hits a little too close to home.
Was Contagion
Not
like the remake of The Happening? Or not a remake, but they just like completely stole the idea. Do you guys remember The Happening? That was like the worst movie ever made.
Really?
Everybody was so excited for
Contagion is about a virus, but that is too real.
Oh, it's on Netflix. We haven't watched it.
We're going to tanning bed. The tanning bed scene is one of the few scenes I've seen from Final Destination, and that tanning bed scene scared me to death. Like, I'm not like a tanner regardless. I think I've tanned once in my life, and it was for like prom when I was 16. But after watching that, you will never catch me in a tanning bed. Ever. 50 Shades of Grey is a horror to watch.
Lord,
You're not
yes,
wrong.
that made me laugh. I'm not going to read it. It made me laugh.
That is funny. What happened to Skittles? I don't really eat Skittles.
Yeah, I've never been a sugary.
No, we're not.
I like candy. I don't love candy, but I'll eat it.
I don't crave candy.
M&Ms are dangerous for me because I just like eating like one little thing at a time.
Yeah. Chocolate's more dangerous
Candy
than
corn.
anything else.
Thank you. Who brought that up?
I like candy corn.
Happy Black Legends. What is your opinion on candy corn?
I like it, but I can only eat like 5 pieces.
I like old person candy.
You do.
I like candy corn. I like circus peanuts. I like Werther's. I like Nico wafers.
Mm-hmm.
I like those like little pineapple and like watermelon wrapped candies that like everybody's grandma used to have in their pocket 20 years ago.
You do like
I love all that stuff.
You also like the hard candies. You always used to have hard candy. When we first started dating, you always had those caramel swirl hard candies in your car.
The Werther's.
Yep, you always had those in your car, and I was like, who is this guy?
Car Sick Kids Unite. Yes, that's why.
That's why.
Because my grandma, every time we drive somewhere, she had a bag of like those old. I don't even know where you buy them. I do know where you buy them.
Like
you buy them at the Italian store.
I feel like it's like no. I feel like you buy them at like 5 and below. How did you get in here, Stella?
I opened the gates.
Oh, okay. Weird.
She was driving her brother crazy.
Can I see you? Would you like to paint with Mom? Hi, baby girl.
She's so squirmy. There's no way she's gonna stay here.
She's a little squirmer.
All right, am I dry?
Squirmy girl.
That's probably dry enough.
Hi, baby. Let's see.
I need black paint.
Do you guys remember the strawberries and cream hard candy?
Yes.
I do.
Wait, what were those called? Remember, and they used to have a bunch of different kinds.
I don't remember what they're called, but I was gonna say we have this YouTube channel that we like to watch.
Do you have black?
No, I don't. We have this YouTube channel that we like to watch that's like a candy maker. What's it called? Lofty Pursuits.
Lofty Pursuits.
And we ordered some candy from them. And we got it recently, and I forgot how yummy it was. I wish we could buy it like more conveniently.
Man, what were those candies called? This is gonna drive me crazy. They had the caramel ones. They had the strawberries and cream ones. They had like a peach one. Were they Lifesavers candies? Cream Savers. Yes, that's it. Man, those things were interesting. Hercules Candy is in Syracuse. Check out their channel. Oh, yeah, we'll have to do that.
That's near us. I grew up from there.
Did you?
If you had $1 million, would you create your own makeup brand? No, I would create my own candle brand. And that's the team. I would absolutely create a candle brand. That's like one of my dreams right now.
Don't be surprised when in 5 years from now, launches a candle brand and she still has a YouTube channel.
I will literally do it, and I don't care. I want to launch one so bad, But obviously it's like, not the most ideal timing to launch a candle brand, but I want to do it really, really bad. I think it would be so dope. You got me into candles. I bought 3. Everybody's like, I would buy 7. Oh, you know what? Look, this is our market research. They're into it.
Yeah.
They want the candles. I think the smoky candles. I was thinking like Glow Candle Co. Something bougie. Is that Oliver crying?
Yeah, he's all right.
He's our little silent doggo. Candles scare me. Yeah, my mom is really scared of candles. She actually never let me burn them when I was a kid. So when I finally moved out of that house, I went candle berserk and I bought so many of them because I felt like she never let me live out my like aesthetic dreams of burning candles. Smoke Glow Candles.
What's wrong, Ollie?
Smoky and Glow Candle Co.
Oh, he put his toy through the gate. We have a puppy gate over here.
He will cry if he loses a toy.
Yeah.
He'll get distracted in a minute though. He's pretty good about that. Let's see. Could you also do melt squares? I love that we're planning my future candle company. This is how I wanted to spend my Halloween, was planning my future candle company. I would probably do melt squares, right?
What is a melt square?
It's like those things you have like a warmer and you put the melts. Oh. I could do that.
My brother texted our group chat at like, I don't know, 4 a.m. the other day. And he was like, guess what my stupid cat just did? And
this is funny.
Oh, hi, Lindsay. I see Lindsay's in the chat. The cat, his cat knocked over a candle warmer and got it all over its tail. And they had to.
So his tail got really hard and crunchy with candle wax. He had to wash him at like 4 a.m.
Poor guy. He didn't get burned or anything.
No, he was fine. He just got covered in wax. When will your next Yas or Pos be?
Probably Glomus.
What? I do them like, he doesn't watch my channel. I do them like every 2 weeks. I do a Yas or Pos. So probably this week.
Oliver, let me look at your face.
Maybe.
Here. I can't remember.
Somebody's at Dofa Candles.
Oh my gosh.
I love this. Wait, are you? I'm gonna hire all of you.
Jesse's in chat too. Hi, Jesse.
I'm literally going to steal all of these ideas and create a candle company.
Is Oliver's nose black?
Oh, yes.
Wait,
it is.
There he is. Let me look at your
Oliver,
face.
can we see your face? Oliver. Hello.
I need a reference.
Please do. I want a job. I'll hire all of you. These are really good ideas.
Well, I know what you look like, Stella.
Somebody asked if I could do a video about Shane Dawson, his start. Oh, like an evolution of Shane Dawson. I'll probably do one eventually, but I feel like I don't want to do it now because there's so much like surrounding him.
It also feels like his story is not complete. You know what I mean?
I agree. I feel like there's more that he's going to say. You know what I mean? So, Illuminary Candle Co. or Smoke and Glow Candle Co. I love these. That would be the longest video. Yeah, some of these evolution ofs, I filmed an evolution of for Glomus that I'm very excited about because it's a little bit different. And I finally filmed that yesterday. And that one I'm really excited for, but it's going to be long. I think it's going to be a very long video. So I hope people are
Oliver, let me look at your face,
down.
Bud. He doesn't have a black nose. I knew he did.
Grant Davis said, Hannah, I'm about to launch a candle company. Can I send you some? Send me a link on Twitter or Instagram DMs. I'll look for it and I'll buy one from you. I don't want to. Yeah. I'll buy it. I like buying them. I don't want to. I don't want to. Well, a lot of small candle companies reach out to me, but I always feel bad like taking that. You know what I mean? Because like I know what it's like to start a brand like that at the base, and like PR is a big investment. So let's see. And be excited for Glomus because I need all the content. You will definitely get all of the content this year. This year is definitely, I said this last year too, but like this year is, what did you say this year is the biggest? Just in terms of things that we had planned. And like, no, it looks good. It looks like the brindle. I feel like this year is definitely the biggest year. Let's see. I discovered your channel last year during Glomus. Aw, yay. I'm really excited for it. I've officially started pre-filming stuff. So it's kind of all happening now. Oh crap! I screwed up.
I screwed up too.
Crap. This is a little drama, but did you watch the video Swooped It on Mikey? I actually made a whole video about it if you want to watch it. That actually looks really good.
We're getting there.
Yours looks way better than mine, honestly.
Yeah, mine did last time we painted them too.
You can have a candle called Hi Friends. I love these candlelight. I have this idea. Should I say my idea of my candle, or should I hope it doesn't get stolen?
Smoky Glow Candle
What if somebody?
Co.
No. I have an idea for like a launch of a candle company. I have this idea of doing a Christmas collection that's like a stained glass collection, and all of the candles are like stained glass, and they're really like classic Christmas scents, like holly and like mistletoe and like really pretty scents like that. That's like the one thing I've been thinking about all the time. I've been seriously thinking about this candle idea. This isn't a joke. If this comes out like in a few years, know that I've been thinking about it because I really want to do one. I think it would be so fun.
Taylor Lee says, if Charles doesn't do your makeup like an Instagram model at some point, I'm quitting.
You're quitting?
We thought about doing that for Halloween.
We did.
But then we were like, why don't we just stream? Everyone's going to be home.
Yeah, I wanted to do this stream. Yeah.
Hopefully. You guys, if you're home right now, you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're not lame. You're the cool one because you're protecting others. We had a couple Halloween invites tonight. The thing is, in Rochester, cases were going down like significantly, and things were getting like better and more contained. Yeah. And now
I wasn't laughing at that. Sorry, that seems, I just realized.
I was wondering about now.
Jesse's answering questions for me in the chat.
Don't stop. But now things are spiking again, which I think is pretty across the board in most places. Things are spiking again. So we're going back into pretty full-on intensive quarantine again for the remainder of the year, probably. We're not going to leave the house.
Charles, what's your favorite video game?
Who asked you that? Was it Jesse?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was Jeffrey Owens.
Oh, hey.
I don't know.
My 3% male demographic is here.
All time, I would have to probably say the Mass Effect trilogy or Dragon Age trilogy. But those, like back in the day, the new ones aren't great. In Ireland, we were back to level 5.
Really?
Yes. We are not doing so well in Monroe County right now either.
We're doing pretty poorly, which
we
stinks.
Today was our highest infection rate since May.
Yeah.
There was like 200 new infections today.
So we're going back inside. We're just going to keep pushing like we used to back in March. We got a little lax with it, I think, because like cases went down so much and we were like opening. But now it seems like I think we're probably going to close again, like for real, for real.
Bleeding Jane says, Hannah, can you say hi to me? I would die.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Bleeding Jane.
Hello. OMG, you two look so cute. Thank you. Let's see.
Hannah, can you handle tapatio? I don't know what that is.
Wait,
Tapatio?
No. If it's spicy, no. Can't do it.
Any collabs planned for Glowmas?
I have a lot of collabs planned.
How many? Why don't you just say how many?
18.
Maybe 19.
We have
One person doesn't.
We have 18.
One person responds.
We have 18 collabs, I think. Oh, no. I think it might be. That might be more. I might have 18 days not a collab. Hold on. I'd have to think about it.
Jacqueline Downs.
Oh, thank you so
$5.
much.
Says, my husband is deployed, and I'm a first-time mom during a global pandemic. You do so much for my sanity as a new mom and a military spouse.
Thank you so much.
Props to you.
Thank you to you and your husband.
Trying to be a dog parent during the pandemic is too hard for me. I can't imagine real kids.
Being an actual mom. Thank
Good for you.
That made me emotional. I love stuff like that. I got a letter today in my P.O. box. I get letters in there from time to time, but I got one today that was just really, really, really sweet. And it was this girl. And I just love hearing from you guys because it's like weird, but also
I wish
amazing.
more people sent stuff to you because we love reading them.
I love the letters.
And anytime we get physical art, that's like amazing.
We've gotten.
I say we, but it's you. I like to look
I don't know if you can see. There's like a little. Do you want to pull that down? We have a little family portrait that one of you guys drew me. She actually. I don't want to. She didn't really want to be public, but she actually made our save the dates. We commissioned her to make our save the dates because we absolutely loved how that turned out. So she actually made them for us, which was actually so cool. We couldn't figure out what to do because we didn't want to do like a we didn't want to do like a photo shoot.
Asking about the P.O. box. It's in.
I have it in my description in every video.
Except for this, because there's.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this one, but in every video there's usually a P.O. box. I love getting letters, so don't send me like you don't just need things though. I I appreciate the people that do. It's very sweet. I know I got recently, Charles has a video of it. I hadn't checked my P.O. box in like a month because I rarely used to check it. And I went and there was like 15 different packages in there from all these different things. And I remember somebody sent me this pillow that says Glow Getter. And it was, oh, hi. Okay, wait. Martin listens, yeah. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I appreciate all your content. I'm not even into makeup, but your evolution of and commentary drama videos are some of the most concise and well organized on YouTube. Thank you so much.
I think that may have been supposed to be Martin Glistens. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm very bad at reading things when
or Martin G listens.
Martin G listens or Martin glistens. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys have been liking like the evolution of videos because I was really nervous to start doing. I did one in January and it didn't do very well, which it was about David Dobrik, so I get why it didn't do great. But it's cool that it's been going so well and people have been so into it. I'm very happy about that. It's always cool when you do something that people really vibe with.
Do we have any people, subscribers, whoever in the chat that live in Brussels?
Why are you asking?
I can't. I want to know what's fun to do in Brussels.
There's 568 people. Are one of you from Brussels?
Can we find someone from Brussels?
Is anyone from Brussels?
I've been planning our honeymoon because I've been bored.
Here's the thing. We were going to do our honeymoon, and I don't want to give too much away about it, but we were going to do our honeymoon, and we canceled it for this year because we were going to go to Europe, and we were going to be, like, moving around, and it just didn't seem safe regardless of how COVID is. Like, there's no way things are going to be better. So we moved it to the summer of 2022, and Charles, for some reason, took that as initiative to plan the entire trip, like give us a full itinerary. So he's been trying to find stuff for us to do all the time.
Can't even pronounce your last name.
Is someone from Brussels?
Isabella said, I studied abroad in Brussels. I have so many recommendations. Hit one of us in the DMs.
Let us know. Seriously.
Like, for real, I want to know.
For the next big milestone, you should do a content evolution of yourself. Is that so meta, though? Charles said that because you should do one on yourself. I was like, is that too meta?
No, you know what you should do it for?
Do what?
Is April Fool's Day. And do one on yourself, but be like super mean and
when she started, she was a total bitch. And then she became a bigger bitch as she grew. What if I did it from the perspective of a person who hates me? Like, I was like...
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That would be funny.
What Mason, I think that's Mason, or Macy N. DS. What lipsticks come with your palette right now?
So you can right now get the High Friends lip gloss for free if you order the Smoky Glow palette. And I believe that promo ends tonight because it's Halloween. So if you want to get a free High Friends gloss, you can go to MidasCosmetics.com and find the Smoky Glow palette. Just put both of them in your cart and it will automatically make it free. And use promo code Smoky Glow for 20% off your purchase. It's affiliated.
I will follow you back, Lindsay. Just wait. Did we finish this?
You finished it. I have not taken a sip. So
have I been drinking that much? I feel like this is just barely anything in here.
Oh god.
Somebody said
this glass is pretty big though.
Somebody said I should do a voiceover of your videos.
We actually did that last year.
I haven't been on the channel a lot lately just because we've both been busy. But if you go back, there's a ton of old videos that I'm in.
Yeah, I've been kind of, I don't know if
this is... Sienna wasn't as big then. I wasn't as... more of me was allowed to be on the channel.
No, don't say it like that. I've just been more... I used to not care as much about what I posted, I feel like. Like, I would just post anything because I didn't care.
No.
But then as I got a little bit bigger, I wanted to put out content that was, like, good quality every time, not necessarily just, like... not always the best quality because some of our videos are kind of low quality.
Grace H138 says, Charles, are you drunk? Nope, never been drunk in my life.
We're not drinkers.
Yeah, I actually can't drink at all because of medicine I take. So this, and Hannah doesn't drink. So this is sparkling apple cider.
Yeah, but if you are drinking tonight and you happen to be somewhere that's not your home, don't drink and drive. Drink responsibly. Normally, I say that every Halloween, but nobody's really leaving their house this Halloween.
And also, if you're somewhere drinking somewhere not your home, please go home and stay away from other people because there's a pandemic. So,
I know this is super personal, but feel free not to answer. But since you all don't drink alcohol, do you all smoke weed? No, we don't really do anything. We're kind of.
I'm not gonna say I never have. I was a youth once, but I
not anymore though.
I have not in the past.
We also
20
just
years. Well, past 10 years.
We're not the type of people that like care. You know what I mean? Like my friends do. Like I don't care at all if anybody does. We just
unless you're my employer, then it's bad. Very bad.
Very, very bad. Have Charles do an evolution of you. That would be a great Halloween.
That would be great.
That would be so good. Charles has a lot of ideas for the channel. That's kind of why I want to get back into the podcast channel and make it so we can post like podcasts, but also post like funny videos over there. Because I feel like you have some really good ideas for like what you want to do.
Pink Chucks says opinion on people wearing cultural outfits for Halloween. I'm Native American, so no here.
There's just so much education on not to do that.
Right.
That I don't understand people who still do it.
There's so many other things you could be. I don't understand what the need is to be a culture. Something
that's appropriative. And not only that, but something that people have said outwardly from those communities they find offensive and they find demeaning. So like why? You know it's offensive. There's so much education out there. Like just don't do it. My college actually, I was very proud of my college. They sent out an email earlier this week talking about culturally appropriate costumes, and they set up a hotline to call if you felt like anybody's costume was like crossing a line, you know?
Sam X says,
I appreciated that.
Hannah, could I send you British candy to your P.O. box or no because of the pandemic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think if food.
Wait. I thought doesn't it die in like 3 days?
Something like that. I think that's probably okay as long as it's wrapped. We try not to ever mess with something that's not like in wrapping or in packaging.
Yeah, one time I got something that was a little dicey.
Somebody sent us a spell jar one time. That was freaky.
It was a little much, but
with no context.
You know what would be fun too?
Well, they gave context, right? Wasn't that from the soap or candle or something?
No. It was just kind of a thing, but no, we would do that. Maybe we could even open it like on the podcast. That could be a segment, like trying British candies or something. That could be fun.
Hannah says, Etienne Sobolev, bring back the knitting and storytelling series. I would love that because I'm still waiting on my scarf.
You know what's funny? Michelle Wong just sent me this huge box of yarn. She was like, oh, I have some extra yarn. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I thought it was going to be like a couple of things. It was, I'm not kidding, like a store's worth of yarn. She sent me this massive box. It made my whole day.
Can I switch costumes?
Sure. Do you want to be the avocado?
Yeah. This hat's a little too small for my head.
So now I have a ton. That was my water bottle. Everything's fine. So now Stella ran over and she was like, what happened? So now I have a ton of yarn. So I will bring back the knitting story times.
Now I'm an avocado.
Wait, but now I just look stupid. Now I just look like
you look stupid.
Mario.
I'm an avocado. This really doesn't fit either. So maybe I'll switch back. Can I have what other hat? I bought
the Viking hat.
Yeah, let me try that one. That'll go with the hair and beard. Charles Acado.
There you go.
I bought a bunch of hats for how. Oh yeah,
that one's good.
And they all fit with a green sweater. So.
Wait, do I look stupid now though? Because you were my Luigi.
All right.
No, it's okay. You can be. I don't want your head to hurt.
No, it's not. It's not pain so much as it just keeps coming off. Viking versus Mario. Who's gonna win? I don't know.
Well, if it's this Viking and this Mario, I would win because if Charles touched me, I would go, and then he would stop.
Oh, hey from the UK. What's up? Oh, dear Medea.
Hannah Mario Glow.
Oh, there we go. I got it on nice and good now.
I love you guys. Thanks for making this such a fun Halloween.
Blink S says, add Ireland to your itinerary. Originally, we were going to do that, but what did the comments say? Add Ireland to our itinerary for the honeymoon.
We were going to.
But we're dealing with a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
And right now should I not talk about this?
Yeah, you can talk about it, but I'm like hesitant because I want to be mindful of the fact that we're taking a very nice vacation, and
Yeah.
it's a pandemic. So like, I don't want to be like, oh, we're going to this, and this.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be.
Suffice it to say, we're going to do a little train tour through some parts of Europe.
Yes.
Um,
But we were going to do Ireland, but what we decided was actually my grandma, who passed away a few weeks ago, her kind of thing that she always wanted us to do as a family was go to Ireland to spread her ashes. And we're not really going to do that, obviously, right now. But we all kind of have this idea of like eventually we'll all go to Ireland together to like celebrate her memory and everything like that. So that probably is going to happen with my family, which I think will be really nice.
William James says, "Oh, Charles, do you like Megan Thee Stallion?"
Do you like Megan Thee Stallion? We were just talking about Megan Thee Stallion and Doja Cat.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Holly J. Hi Holly J. Thank you so much for the donation. My first live stream, I discovered you last week, and I've only been watching your videos no matter what I'm doing. I love you both. Happy Halloween. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween. Thank you for the donation. Do you want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion?
No, I really didn't have anything else to say about it.
We were just talking about it today, how like they both blew up so quickly. Like Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion are like two of the biggest people. Oh, hi.
Either was that Iona or Ilona Kavanaugh says, "I discovered your channel during COVID, and you have swiftly become a favorite. By the way, any hints on your Christmas merch?"
I have been talking to my merch designer. We are in the process of making the merch right now. I'm very excited because I think we're going to do two designs. So we're going to do one that's a little bit more classically merch, and then we're going to do another one that's a little bit more like the Halloween merch, where it didn't really look like YouTube merch. It kind of looked like stuff you would buy. At least that's how I wanted it to look, was like stuff you would buy at a store. So there's going to be two different versions, and we're going to have the Halloween merch available. I think the Glomus merch is going to go live on Black Friday, and we'll have the Halloween merch available kind of through that time period so people can pick and choose which one they want. Also, thank you for the donation. It's so sweet.
KFC Production says, "Is that your kid behind you?"
Where?
No, they're joking.
Oh, that's me.
I think they were trying to jump scare.
Oh.
Like, is that your kid behind you? Listen, I teach high schoolers on Zoom. That happens to me on a daily basis.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Wait. How do you find ideas for your merch? Honestly, my merch designer, Madeline, is a queen. She's so good. She really takes a lot of she has a lot of the ideas and kind of runs them by me, and we kind of collaborate a little bit, but I would be lying if I said she doesn't do 90% of the work for it. Like, she really is the brains.
Britt Berman putting an Among Us code in there. Go play Among Us
with
with Britt.
Oh my God, I wish. I love Among Us.
Diddy D says, "What do you teach?" I'm certified in math and special education. Right now I am teaching only geometry, some self-contained geometry, and some co-taught geometry.
Children. Stelly Belly.
Maya Thompson says, "I like this setup. Thank you. This is usually where we film our podcasts."
Well, Charles already gave it away that we're I have some things in the works for some new setups. So I think we're gonna have a new podcast set up soon that's gonna look way better. So I'm excited.
Chlorophyllus says, anyone have fun? I lost it. Anyone have study music recommendations?
Lo-fi.
Yeah.
Lo-fi.
Also, I don't know if Joji is problematic. I think he kind of is because of Filthy Frank. But his new album is like really good, and it's very vibey.
Thank you to Sarah Campbell. Sarah said, "I discovered you through Angelica Holes a few months ago, and I've watched every video since. You deserve so much love. Your videos make my day." Thank you so much. I love Angelica. She's so sweet. I'm happy I've gotten closer with her the past year because she's just an absolute angel. Let's see.
KFC Production says Blueface. I don't know if that's I guess maybe some people that study music.
You guys are really wholesome. It's always really wholesome on these live streams. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I actually don't know if that was a compliment. What if that was meant to be like?
You guys are always so wholesome.
You guys are really boring.
Excuse me. GK says, "Is Charles interested in beauty drama?"
More so than
sometimes.
you think.
Sometimes.
I think he
cares. Some of it bores me, but sometimes it's interesting.
Yeah.
Coral donated $5. Says, "Are you guys
you.
still playing Animal Crossing? My Halloween night consists of this live stream and the Animal Crossing Halloween event.
Thank you so much. I am scared to go back. Because I'm scared that my island, I know this isn't how it works, but I have anxiety that my house is going to be full of bugs and that my villagers are going to be mad at me. So I haven't gone back on Animal Crossing yet, but I'm thinking once Glomus is over and I have like a 3-week break from school, I'm going to just start over again and like build my island from scratch and play it. Because that was the most relaxing time of my life was when I was playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah. I was playing Animal Crossing and then some game came out. What came out? Oh, Last of Us 2. And then I got sidetracked with that and they played a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, but we do love Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, wow. What were your first jobs? Nobody's going to believe mine. Nobody's going to believe it.
You were your first ever job?
My first ever job.
You were the modeling thing, right?
That is not even the first ever job that I had. The first thing I ever got paid for was a radio commercial when I was 10 years old. That was for spaying and neutering your cats. And I got $100 for about 3 minutes of work. And my dad was like, you will never make this much money again doing so little. And I said, ha, bet I'm going to be a YouTuber.
Funny. My technical first job that I ever got paid for.
Oh, yeah.
Similar thing. My mom, she's retired now, but she used to work for the fire bureau in our county. And her boss was like a youth fire. One of the people she worked with was like a youth outreach fire prevention guy. And we were in an infomercial for him. No, it was like a county training video. And I literally got to start a fire in my backyard. And I didn't set the dumpster on fire, but I got to like pretend to. And then I got to ride in the back of a cop car and we got paid for it.
That's actually so fun. I loved it because I remember I had to audition for it over the phone. And it was like, here, Sally. And they were like, say it in different tones, but it only took like 2 minutes. And I got to skip part of the day in school to go do it. It's very cool. And I did some like professional theater when I was a kid that I got paid for, but.
Say22 says, what other Switch games do you play aside from Animal Crossing?
Mario Kart.
I played a lot. I played Zelda, I played Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ooh, one that was very fun that I played a lot of is Dragon Quest Builders 2. I go back to that periodically every once in a while.
Do you think you're going to play your Switch as much now that the new PlayStation's coming out?
I don't know. I play based on game, not based on system.
That makes sense. I was just curious.
Aubrey says, if you guys were single, would you be on Tinder? Well, we met on Tinder, so probably.
Probably. It's a good way to meet people. Good way to make friends.
KFC Productions says, I used to skip school until school skipped me.
Are you getting the new COD? Do you play COD?
I am very bad at those like kind of snap reaction shooters. Halo I can do okay because there's shield, so you live a little bit longer, but I can't do my reaction time is really poor. Actually, Jesse, my friend who's in the chat, and I used to rock some Halo out in the back in the day, like all night binges. One time we bought, if he's here, he'll probably remember this, but one time we bought 150 chicken nuggets, I think.
You've told me this.
And we just sat there for literally 13 hours and ate chicken nuggets and played.
Somebody asked if we've been watching any anime, and we actually have. We watched Cowboy Bebop a little bit, and I'm a fan.
I've seen Cowboy Bebop many a time.
Yeah, I just started watching it, and I was a fan. I like it so far. I know everybody likes the anime updates from us.
Yeah. Lately, here's the deal, okay? We started watching Survivor, so I didn't watch anime.
We watched Survivor for literally 2 months straight. Yeah. We've seen from season, I think 20. Now we're at season 38. We've seen all of it. Like we are hardcore Survivor fans now.
And recently, I've always known about Critical Role, and I watched a little bit of Campaign 1, but I recently started watching Campaign 2 of Critical Role, and I cannot stop.
He watches it obsessively. It's like
cannot stop. I have 15-minute breaks in between periods at work, and sometimes if I have nothing to do, I watch 15 minutes of Critical Role.
That's true. He does. That's like your new thing, I feel.
Oops. Memento says, didn't you pick a random season to watch of Survivor? We did. We actually were on Twitch, and there was this streamer who I think is problematic, so I won't say his name. But we saw he was watching Survivor, and I had previously watched him watch
90 Day Fiance.
90 Day Fiance, and I thought it was like funny watching him watch it. So we watched Survivor, and then we were like, why are we watching this dude watch Survivor? Let's just watch it.
Yeah,
so we started with that
it.
season.
Oh wait, we have a donation. Taylor RS can relate teaching high schoolers online. Thank you for the donation.
Rough. It's rough.
I have a lot of, and not that I haven't always had respect for teachers, because my dad was a teacher and then a principal, and my mom worked in a school as a social worker. So I've always really respected teachers. But listening to Charles teach students all day on Zoom is probably like the most respect. You will respect teachers if you have to hear the stuff he has to say on a daily basis. Truly.
Listen, I love my kids, but some days it's like
rough.
And especially geometry. I get bored teaching geometry.
I thought you were about to say a kid's name. No. Because you were saying G, and I was like, what are you doing?
So many things are happening.
Why?
I'm just seeing so many. I want to reply to every comment.
I know. It's hard.
You guys should try watching Haikyuu. I have watched it. Love it. Last anime I watched was Beastars. Watched a little bit of that. Was a little iffy for me. I watched probably half of it, and then I kind of lost interest. Have you seen Euphoria? I don't think so.
I have. I've seen Euphoria. I watched it without you because you didn't want to watch it. Very good show. Like 10 out of 10. I hope not. I'm talking about the HBO show. When Zendaya won was it the Golden Globe for it? I was like, oh yes, that makes sense. Hi, pretty girl.
Someone asked what my favorite anime was. Long form, like if we're talking shonen, probably Hunter x Hunter or One Piece. But my favorite, like overall, is Steins Gate. Hannah also really likes Steins Gate.
I liked it. It's a little slow at first, but then once you really get into it, it's so good. Procrastinating my essay by watching you guys. I procrastinated an essay today. Twins. Mine was with TikTok though.
Someone asked about Stella. She's brand new.
We've only had her girl.
We picked her up Tuesday.
Fave TV shows. What are your
Firefly? This is my favorite TV show, without a doubt. Unquestioned. I have so much. I have Firefly stuff behind me somewhere.
Do you think I have a favorite TV show?
Scandal.
I do love Scandal.
Is that which is the one?
I want to be Olivia.
President's always getting killed.
Olivia.
That show,
Scandal.
I can't do it.
I want to be Olivia.
I know so many people like it, but that show, it like kills me inside.
I've rewatched that show like 6 times.
I do also really like The Office. Bellatrix said The Office. But the older I get, at this point, I've watched The Office probably 25 times straight through.
Scott's Tots is a real horror show, honestly.
Yeah, that episode still makes me
haunts me.
But yeah, it's the older I get, I still love the show, but the less I find myself being able to sit there and binge watch it.
Oh, Walnus Blute said, thank you for the donations. I just came from a kind of frustrating D&D session, so thank you for the stream. What's Charles's favorite class to play?
So, I actually normally don't play. I DM. I've actually, this is the nerdiest thing I've ever admitted online.
What?
But I actually built my friend group.
This is not nerdy. I'm not kidding. He should sell this, his like whole thing.
In between 3.5, well, we played some 3.5, then we played some 4E. Sorry if you don't know D&D, this would make no sense. But when 5E came out, none of my friends loved 5E, but then after playing 5E, it's hard to go back to 4E because it just doesn't feel good. So I actually built my whole system from the ground up, built the classes, built the rules, built the game mechanics, built the world, built everything. And that's what we've been playing lately. The last time I played was, I think, during 4E. I played an alchemist in Pathfinder for a couple pickup sessions, and that was fun. But
you can see
yeah, there he is.
Hi, buddy. I would like attention. No, please. Thank you, mother.
But I tend to like utility type classes like bards, or at one time I played a spell singer. That was kind of fun.
He has like a literal, like, he's built worlds in this D&D kind of thing. And I always tell him, I'm like, you should, I know you don't want to profit from it, obviously, but I was like, you should try to sell it because it's genuinely so good. Like, I always love it. Have y'all watched Schitt's Creek? That's actually the show that I'm starting by myself as a solo show because Charles is obsessed with this D&D show, and I don't really like watching it. Yeah, I don't like watching it. So I'm going to start watching that, and I'll get back to you. I've heard it's very good, and it's 6 seasons. So
is it 6 seasons?
I've heard.
Oh my God, Charles Morris, tell us more about your system. I'm already sold. Maybe someday I'll release it. It's just it's kind of a blend between 4E and
I just think
5E.
it's genuinely, I'm not even very into that stuff, and I think it's genuinely very good. I always really like reading the stuff that you show me. Hannah, would you rather eat a spoonful of hot sauce or never be able to buy a candle again? What do you think? I don't even know. Probably the hot sauce, right? I mean, I love candles.
You're asking me what you would rather
I think I would rather do the hot sauce because as bad as that would be, it would be momentary, you know? I feel like you always have to do. Wait, I need the white. I'm almost done. How close are you to done? Why did you dip the white brush into the black?
I wish I had rhyme or reason.
What was that?
But I don't.
What was that? Temporary pain, exactly. A moment of pain for a life of pleasure. That's how I see it too. You know what's funny? That just reminded me. I'm watching this. There's this podcast. If anybody watched Glee back in like 2010, there's this podcast with Jeanette, is it Kevin McHale, Jenna Ushkowitz? And there's a podcast with them where they talk about Glee. And I was just reminded of that because I wanted to say, that's how Sue sees it. And they go through and talk about Glee from like behind the scenes. And I find it fascinating.
I don't know how to do Stella's mouth here. I'm going to have to make gray, I guess.
I'm trying to keep my pumpkin a secret, but I think you're going to be able to see it in a minute.
Mine is fantastic.
Yours is very good. Yours is better than mine, like 100%.
You see, the thing is, I'm just naturally good at everything I try.
Are you?
So
that actually is really cute. We should take pictures of that. Okay. Thoughts on survey that showed 12% of voters were influenced by celebrities. Survey pulled 1,100 likely votes. LeBron was the most influential. That actually makes sense, but I don't like it.
You know what's crazy, though, is if you think about it, that's kind of been true throughout history. It's just celebrities have been different. Like back in the day, people were listening to what like famous artists or famous authors or poets had to say.
That's a very good point.
And the modern definition of a poet has just changed. You know what I mean? Like It's just celebrities are different. So it's kind of always been the case. So it's not that surprising.
I think what worries me is in situations like the Kanye West thing, because like that is stressful.
I could talk about that all day.
You know what I mean? Like that's kind of stressful. Oh, thank you. Bree Bell's donating 99 cents. Thank you so much, Bree.
Stella's is kind of wonky, but you can't draw her. Her whole face is black. So how do you draw?
She's also very smushed. Hey,
get him, Stella.
You get that. Oliver does this thing where he steals her toys and then pretends he didn't do anything wrong.
But they're his toys.
I know. Well, no, we got her own toys too, and he still steals them. But let's see. A celebrity is president, so not surprising. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not even a celebrity. I would call him like a Z-list reality star, right? Wouldn't that be a better way to describe him?
Not great, but
that's okay. I actually think that's very good, Charles. I think you did a really good job. I'm almost done.
So there's my Oliver, which is pretty good, I think. And then there's my little Stella.
Somebody said thoughts on celebrity cultures and why they're so idolized. Are you done?
Me? Yeah. Pretty much. I could fix the cheeks a little bit, but
I gotta finish up here. I just need to get my blue.
The woman from the weakest link would be a better president, somebody said.
Probably. It's crazy how the state's voting is so different from New Zealand. We have multiple parties. Yeah, the U.S. system, I think we can all agree, pretty universal.
Do you all have any ghost stories? Kind of, do you?
They freak me out, ghost stories. I always get freaked out.
I have one supernatural encounter in my life.
I've had a couple.
And as I've gotten older, I've convinced myself that it was just, because it happened in college, when I was like not eating right, surviving off Monster Energy drink.
Yeah.
But I like saw a shadow in our dorm one day. And weird stuff used to happen in our dorm all the time. Literally when we moved in, there was a crucifix just on the floor in our common room. Creepy stuff. Does Charles like Warhammer?
Wait, I didn't tell mine.
Sorry.
Mine was I am convinced that my aunt, I've told you this story. I am convinced that my aunt visited me in a dream after she passed away. My aunt like passed away, and that's how my sister Christy, it was her mom that passed when I was like, oh, I think I was 9. And she passed away, and I'm convinced that like she came to me in a dream and talked to me and like told me everything was gonna be okay. And that's my only, it's not even really a ghost story because it was like in a dream, but it was so real and vivid that I'm convinced she was like communicating with me. Samantha K, happy Halloween, love you, Hannah. Thank you.
Somebody said, did you watch Kanye West and Joe Rogan? No. Listen.
We're done with that.
Can I just say something about Joe Rogan really quick?
Yeah.
You
ahead.
Wouldn't believe it by looking at me as a 20-something white man who everyone seems to like Joe Rogan. I hate the Joe Rogan podcast.
I'm also not the biggest fan.
He is. Can I?
Yeah, go
he
ahead.
is a gateway to the alt-right, and I stand by that to the day I die. I'm not saying his content isn't entertaining, but I think people just don't see how harmful it can be to young minds.
I agree with you. I agree. Let's see. He gives bad people a platform. Yeah.
Exactly. And not only that, but he's one of those people. Can I go off for just a second?
Yeah, go ahead. I gotta finish my pumpkin anyway.
He's one of those people that, somebody who hasn't formed a political ideology yet starts to watch, okay? And they watch him and they're like, oh, this is funny. I relate with what a lot of the guy says. And even I myself, as like kind of grew up poor, like put spit in the cut, put some dirt on it type guy, relate to some of what he says. But then he also says things that are very right-leaning and very, like, he's very anti, I don't want to say social justice, but he's very anti-social justice.
That's the only way you can say it, honestly.
And so you see somebody who you idolize, Joe Rogan, all these young teenagers idolize him, see him saying that stuff, and then when they see other people like Ben Shapiro saying more severe versions of that stuff, they look at it and they're like, well, Ben Shapiro can't be that bad. He shares a lot of beliefs with Joe Rogan. And it just goes, you just move further and further down the line of alt-right.
Suddenly you're watching, who's that Alex Jones?
Right, because,
like,
and it started with seemingly harmless Joe Rogan.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
I get why people, it's a lot of his stuff is funny, so I do get it, but.
No, yeah. I get it, but also at the same time I agree with you that like.
Somebody goes, so does Charles play Warhammer? I used to. Can
I show my pumpkin?
Yeah. Gray wolves. It's gray, whatever they're called.
It says vote. Wait, it's backwards. It looks so stupid. It says vote 2020, and then I have Joe Biden and Kamala Harris on the side and a little heart, because that's who I think you should vote for. So this is my little creation. Charles, would you like to show them yours?
Yep. There's Oliver.
And Stelly.
Stella.
Little Stelly Spinelli.
Yep. My Oliver turned out really good.
Yeah.
My Stella.
Mine is pretty bad. I have the handwriting of a actual child. So that always stinks with my pumpkins, but I think this one actually turned out okay. Pretty good. And it wasn't even that messy.
No.
It doesn't look backwards to us. Okay, good. It looked backwards to me in the thing, and I was like, do I look like an idiot
Zoom
right now?
does that too, and it always trips me out. Like, whenever I show something, I'm like, uh-oh. And everyone's like, no, it's good.
Aw. I love them. Hannah, I love your pumpkin.
Abby is, so.
Classically Abby. Oh my. I have a whole idea for a video on her, but I haven't done it yet. Her whole thing is very interesting. I have a video coming.
Wait,
I did
is
a
she
video.
actually Ben Shapiro's sister?
Yes. I had a video. She's a lot. I had a video a long time ago that I did that's still one of my most viewed videos that was like problematic influencers no one talks about. And I was going to do another one.
Cherokee Walters says, thank you for the $5.
Thank you.
Says, would you ever travel to Australasia? I'm guessing that's the Australia-Asian area. I'm Maori, and it's so interesting how different your side of the world is from here in New Zealand.
I want to go to New Zealand more than anything. I think New Zealand would be so fun.
I would love to.
I've actually I went to Nepal, and that was my only real traveling. I would love to go back to Nepal. I would love to go to China. I would love to go to India. I would love to go to Vietnam. I've heard Vietnam is like beautiful. I'd love to go to New Zealand, Australia, like
Hannah's
all those
sister
places.
lived in Australia for a while.
She lived there for 6 months. She did study abroad, and she got to go to New Zealand, and she got to do. I think she got to like the bobsledding or something, and she loved, or like it was like a toboggan.
Okay.
Maybe I'm thinking of. She got to
when I think of Australia, I think of
no, it was New Zealand. It was New Zealand.
Okay.
So it was like she did this like toboggan run. I remember, and she really liked it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know. That's on the list. I think I
we
would
want to
like
travel
to
quite a bit. I think.
do more Europe first, and then like Japan, and Hannah wants to go back to Nepal.
Yeah. And I would love
Australia would be next on the list.
I really regret not going when I was in Nepal to India because I had an opportunity to do it and I didn't end up doing it, and I really regret it because I think India would have been amazing.
Elizabeth, I don't even know how to pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. Oh, we'll get back to that. Kaylee Ortega, $5 says vote, everyone.
Vote.
Thank you, Kaylee.
Vote, vote, vote.
Vote, vote, vote.
Would you ever go to Universal Orlando? We've been.
We have been.
Yeah,
would you like to say what happened when we went, Hannah?
What happened?
How many rides did we go on? Is the answer 0? Is the answer we went to Harry Potter?
No,
we didn't.
We went on one.
We got in the line for King Kong, and then you heard that there was people jump scaring people, and you noped out.
Here's the deal. I don't like scary, thrilling rides. That's why I like Disney so much, because Disney rides are lame. They're really lame. You just sit in a little cart and you bop around and you're done. The Orlando rides were like legitimate roller coasters and were actually like scary, thrill-seeking rides. And I didn't want to do those. So we had a lot of fun at Harry Potter World, though.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
Okay.
In my defense too, the lines were actually super, super long too.
Yeah.
The lines at Orlando were worse than Disney.
It was
like 2 hours for every single ride. And you couldn't get the park, like the fast passes like you can at Disney, which is why I love Disney so much for that. I have a weird complex with Disney though.
I don't know if I could fit comfortably on some of the rides now after the 30 pounds I've gained during quarantine. As a take these M&Ms to the face.
Samantha, thank you so much, said, what's your favorite and worst childhood costumes? Oh, that's such a good question. We should end on this one because I want to get going. But yeah. Favorite and worst childhood costumes. I remember one Halloween I was Yoda. And I hadn't really seen the Star Wars movies, still haven't really seen all of them, but I was Yoda, and it was so cold that my mom made me wear like all these sweaters, and my robe, I lost the tie while I was trick-or-treating. So I was just walking around with this open robe with all these sweaters, and I didn't like wearing my mask because it was really suffocating. So I just put it on my head. So I didn't really look like Yoda. I just looked stupid and cold. And then my best Halloween costume as a child. Oh man, I had so many good ones. I was really good.
Jessica Davis says, "Hi y'all. Oh no, I'm so late. Yeah, we're about to wrap up.
I'm so sorry. Well, I'm gonna post this though, so you can watch it back. My best childhood costume. Oh, I was Old Faithful. Oh my God, I was Old Faithful in 5th grade. My school did a thing where you had to dress up as like a state themed thing. Like each grade got different states and they had to pick something from that state to dress up as to make it like educational, you know? And I was Old Faithful. So I had a bucket on my head that had streamers. Get a bucket and a buff. I had a bucket on my head that had streamers coming out of it, and I wore all brown, and I walked around with my arms up like this, and I was Old Faithful, and I had a lot of fun. That was a really good costume. That was a good one. I was Old Faithful.
Let me tell you my answer, and then you tell me if this surprises you at all.
Okay.
From the age that I was able to pick a costume until I was too old to trick or treat, was the same thing every single year.
Mm-mm. Doesn't surprise me.
A black robe. Painted, and I'll tell you why in a second.
Okay.
Black robe, had my face completely painted black, but then like a skull over it.
Okay.
So it was like a skull mask, so it looked
basically
like
what every boy did in like that age. Yeah.
And I had a big like 2-handed plastic axe.
Every boy I knew.
Yep. And let me tell you why.
Why?
Because me and my brother were always something for Halloween that we got weapons, and we used to pick them out.
Obviously.
And after Halloween, we would relentlessly fight in the backyard with them. And my favorite weapon to use was that big 2-handed axe. So every year I grabbed that 2-handed axe and I was like, what goes with this? Oh, I'll just do the same thing I did last year. And I did that
I love
from
that.
age probably 8 or 9 till age like 12 when I stopped.
That does not surprise me. What was your least favorite? Did you have in like college or anything?
Least favorite? I'll tell 1 year. In college, I was too lazy to really pick costumes. So one time in college, I just wore a flannel and carried around a pack of Brawny and went as the Brawny guy. And then one year, I had a bag of lemons and I just wore a white T-shirt that said life on it. And I just handed out people lemons throughout.
Tina Del Rio donated $20 and said, "Thank you both for tonight. Happy Halloween vote to everyone." Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us and like doing this little party. We thought it'd be kind of fun because we know everybody's going to be inside and maybe not having people to hang. We had to not go to our Halloween parties, so I know everybody might be bored, but
I'm sad you went off. I love this.
I know, but I want to attend to the puppers.
Yeah.
And,
Sam X has asked the same question like 10 times.
What is it?
I'm just going to respond to it. Are you planning on coming to the UK again?
Yes.
2022.
We will be there.
If we can travel.
And I want to see, actually, that's a good question, I guess, to ask would be, we thought about like scheduling some meetups while we're over there.
Maybe.
In certain places that maybe have like a really big population. I've never done a meetup, so I don't really know what that really entails, but I know we were talking about it as like a potential because how often am I going to be in Europe? And I know when I was over there the first time, I randomly met a subscriber at a train station, which was really cool. So it'd be cool to meet people that I otherwise wouldn't really be able to have easy access to meet.
Yeah.
I would really love
So
that.
I don't know. We're still firming up our honeymoon plans, but we already pushed it to 2022. So
yeah, we did. But the wedding's not pushed yet.
Yeah, we might, if we do it in 2022, if Hannah even still has a YouTube channel.
Somebody said Smoky Con.
Yeah.
My baby. Yeah, it really depends on like our life and everything, but we're thinking.
So cute.
Can
you put her closer to the camera?
Yes. It's a little not. Look, wait. Can I take off? Can I show them the meatball?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna end with the meatball because I think this is a good place to end. Somebody said I want you to come back to Texas. We love Texas.
Yeah,
actually.
you know what's funny though is we probably will be back to the UK.
She's a little meatball.
Yeah, look at little baby, little Panza.
She's a little meatball. A meatball. Oh, I love her so much.
She takes after her father
and her mother. All right. Somebody said I would die for Stella. Honestly, same. Oh, hello, baby girl. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming to hang out with us. Yeah. Final thing, please go register. Not register. I'm so used to saying that. Register. Please go vote. Please.
November 3rd.
Early voting. A lot of people are saying like, oh, Biden's got this. No, he doesn't. Doesn't got it in the bag. No, nothing is guaranteed. Please, let's not go through another 4 years of Donald Trump. So please, for the love of, and if you're from Kentucky and you vote Mitch McConnell out, I will personally Venmo you $5,000.
Yeah, I think that's illegal.
Okay.
Legally, so, for legal reasons.
For legal reasons, that was a joke, but like,
What he said is that a chicken?
It is a little chicken.
That's her.
Yeah. I saw Trump supporters on a corner in my town. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, just so you guys know, if you can get out Mitch McConnell, that would be great as well. So that would be like a bonus. But Trump is the main one we want to get out. So please, please, please go vote. The FBI was about to pounce.
Oh, your name's Anani. I said Amani earlier. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my fault.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you next time.
And Lindsey Graham. Thank you, Virgo.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. We love you guys.
We'll do this again soon. It was very fun.
We actually should do this again soon. We had a lot of fun. Bye.